draw near and you shall be heard. God bless the great state of Ohio and this honorable court. You may be seated.
Good morning. Welcome to Lawrence County Municipal Court. Today's October 25th. I'm Judge Capper. We're going to do reviews first. So anybody who has a review hearing where you've been ordered to do something and this is a check on your progress, you need to be in the courtroom. Sometimes people outside, they're going to go to the end of the docket if they don't get in here when their name's called. When your name's called, come up to the table to your right, stand there. I'm going to go over your file with you. Call the reviews.
Destiny Anderson, Gary Calico, James Eastman, Tyus Ferguson, Trevor Fitzpatrick, Brandy Hines.
Destiny Anderson, 23-1701. Hasn't finished. It's an OBI. She has a lot left to do. She hasn't appeared today. So the have a bench warrant issue for failure to appear. Gary Calico, 24-519. Here, Gary.
Yes, sir.
Okay, looks like the only thing I think I don't have is the DIP school, driver intervention program.
Correct, sir. Every time I've had an opportunity to be able to go, I've had the funds to be able to pay for it. And when I've had the funds, I've actually had to work on the days that was scheduled. This coming month, I have the money appropriated and set back so I can get it this month here.
What's the dates you'll be going?
I can't remember. I thought it's right there around the 12th, I think, of November.
Okay, so we'll schedule it sometime after that. That's the only thing I'm showing you need. Actually, I'll make it December 2nd as your next hearing.
All right.
If you get that filed, a successful completion, get it filed with the court, you're going to come back.
All right, thank you.
December 2nd for review at 9 a.m.
All right, thank you, sir.
You're welcome. You're free to go. James Eastman, 23-1864. James Eastman. I'm not sure he's done anything on his case. He hasn't appeared. So it'll be a bench warrant for failure to appear. Tyus Ferguson, 24-641. 23-506. It's been called for, hasn't appeared. There'll be a bench warrant issued. Trevor Fitzpatrick is here, 23-384, 23-232. You still have community service to do. And a small amount of fine, $85 left on your fines. Okay, when are you going to get your community service done?
Does it tell you how many hours I have left?
I'm showing 22.
22? Okay. I just got a new job where I'm back home now. I'm not going out of town anymore, so it's going to be a lot easier now to try to get that done.
Okay, so you can be here tomorrow?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Cooper's got you down for tomorrow. Let's look and see if there's any other requirements here. Okay, yeah, I did not order you to go to the driver intervention program, so that'll finish you up. Pay off your fine, finish your community service, you'll be finished. Okay, if I set this December 6th, you think you can get it all done by then?
Yes, sir.
Okay, if you do, you don't have to come back. December the 6th at 9 o'clock.
Sounds good. Thank you.
You're welcome. Brandy Hines, 222783, 23182. Randy Hines, this is 2 OVIs, is not finished, has not appeared. There'll be a warrant issued for failure to appear.
Olivia Huff, Jerry Morrison, Matthew W. Smith, Stephen Stanley, Amber Stevenson.
Olivia Huff, 2573, she's here today. Okay, you just have to pay off your fine. Do you have a payment on that today?
Yeah, I paid $40 this morning.
That's correct, I do see it now. Wow, it is in there. Okay, I'm going to set it for November, exactly 1 month. November 25th will be your next hearing, 9 o'clock.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Jerry Morrison, 2453. Jerry's at OVP. So he's inpatient, and that must be through a different,
No, he's outpatient at Proctorville.
okay. Through this court? Or is there
Yes.
another court? Okay, because at one time he was at RRS.
Yes, Your Honor. There was some extenuating circumstances. I had to refer him to OVP.
Okay. Well, based on what I see in the couple of reports, I think you ought to do a urine screen today. Let's see where we stand this morning. So go do a urine screen, I'll have you back after we get the results on that.
Come on.
Matthew Smith is here.
Sir.
And you've looked over your files, you're just paying off fines. Do you have a
Yes,
payment on?
40 today.
40?
Yes.
Okay. See the clerk make your payment, and I'm going to set your next hearing for November 27th. Now, that's in the middle of the week, because that's Thanksgiving week. So
Okay.
that's going to be on Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving. November 27th will be your review hearing.
Okay, thank you. Have a good day, sir.
You too. See the clerk. Stephen Stanley,
Yes, sir.
24-152. Okay, you're just paying off fines and restitution.
Yes,
You made a payment of $100 on October 2nd.
right. I usually make another $50 payment whenever I come to court, but I just don't have it this time.
All right. You made a $100 payment this month, we can live with that. So,
Okay.
let's see. I'll set you for November 27th also, so that's the Wednesday before Thanksgiving.
Okay. Thank
9
you, sir.
o'clock, November 27th,
All right, thank you.
9 a.m. Amber Stevenson is here, 24-386.
Your Honor, Ms. Stevenson admitted to OVP inpatient, I believe, on the 20th voluntarily.
Okay.
So we are working with her. We would like to see her finish at least the 30 days at OVP. She's wanting to go ahead and do intensive outpatient, though.
Well, I was gonna, since she's inpatient, I won't order a screen. She had a screening about 2 weeks ago, which I don't know if you've seen it. but-
Yeah, her screens are good at this point because she's
Okay.
been at OVP for a week, so she is doing well.
Okay, I think that's a good plan. I applaud what you did to go inpatient. So I
Yeah.
think it's the right course.
I was just gonna see, since I'm doing the inpatient, could I continue doing the outpatient with them?
Yeah. Well, when's her out date gonna be?
She would be due to complete the middle of November.
Okay, why don't we come back around that time and then we'll have a better idea, how did you do, how are you feeling? You know, you need to talk to your counselor. They'll come up with a plan for you as you leave inpatient, you know.
So I'm ordered to stay at that place, even though I wasn't ordered to go there.
Well, I think you need to go there, yeah. Because you were here a couple of weeks ago, they did a screen for you and it was bad. I mean,
Is there any way that I could do the outpatient with them and try it? I mean,
well,
because,
we've tried that before.
no, I haven't been with them doing outpatient with them.
Yeah, if I may,
Yes.
I contacted the Wayne County CPS on this case, and they are strongly advising inpatient.
She has a lot of legal things going on. She wanted to leave yesterday and we talked her into staying. She's really battling with herself at this point, I feel like, but I feel like the best thing for her would be definitely to stay inpatient and to allow us to help her through all her legal issues and CPS. She has a lot of stuff on the line.
So you got some kind of child protective case in Wayne County, right?
Yeah, but I still have custody.
Who's your lawyer over there? Do you have a lawyer?
No, I have custody of my little girl still.
Who's got her now?
Her dad's family and him.
Well, she's safe then, right?
Yeah.
Well,
I
I've
have,
been doing this for a while, and I've seen a lot of people in your situation, a lot of families dealing, you know, it's very common in our community for people to have substance use problems. It's a epidemic actually in our community. There's so many people that are going through the same battle you are.
yeah, I just,
Okay, listen, I'm not finished talking yet, okay, then you can talk. Here's my take on it from not just your case, but watching a lot of other people. And how old's your daughter?
she's 2.5, she'll be
2,
3.
okay. She's fine with, if they're good people, she's good there. The best thing you can do for her is get clean. I mean, and that's not just me talking, but studies show that. Now, there's no guarantees about anything raising kids. They don't come with guarantees. But I can guarantee you this, and we know this from studies. You stay dirty and keep using, the chances that your child is going to get dirty and use when they get to the 6th grade, that's actually, in this area, that's the first, the people that do the data collection and go to these treatment facilities and look at the histories and what people report. First average use in this area for people that have a substance use problem, 6th grade. So if you don't want that to happen, or at least decrease the chances that it's going to happen, you got to get clean. Because she's going to look to you as an example. If you're using, the chances she's going to use go way, way up. And the other thing is, she's going to be around it. That's why kids are using in the 6th grade, because there's stuff in the house that they can get a hold of, and they try it. So I'm speaking the truth to you. So this is the most important thing right now. Do you not have a lawyer in your child custody issue in Wayne County? They didn't appoint you a lawyer?
So far, we've just spoken with her CPS worker.
Okay. But they're telling you this is the most important thing you can do too, I would think. I mean, I don't have jurisdiction over child custody cases in this court, but I'm around that issue quite a bit, and I gotta say that if I was a judge in the court, that would be really important to me, that you get clean. If I'm gonna give you custody back, I wanna know that, full custody with no supervision. I wanna make sure you're staying clean, for the very reasons I just talked about. You're leading this child down the wrong path if you stay dirty. Do you agree with that?
Yes.
Okay. Well, you're doing the right thing, and you need to continue to do the right thing. And you're only got a few more weeks before you're going to be finished.
Her birthday's coming up, and I just...
Well, and I know that's important, and I'm sure you can call her and talk to her. She's 2.5, she's not gonna remember this. She's not gonna remember that you missed her birthday. But if you stay dirty, she's gonna know that. And it's gonna affect her. So, this has got, you getting clean and staying clean, that's the number one priority. That is more important than her birthday today. Because she's going to have a lot more birthdays, and we want you to be clean at all those other birthdays. Okay? So let's come back mid-November when you're about to finish up at OVP and get a plan in place as to how you're going to go forward. Because it's not going to be over. I mean, your problem is, I applaud you for going inpatient and doing that. That's more intensive treatment than you had, and that's the right call. But that doesn't mean that everything's done. I mean, you still have to work on this after you finish the inpatient program. You're probably going to need to do outpatient too, to stay clean. So why don't we come back on the 15th, November 15th. Do you have another hearing in Wayne County set?
I have a hearing this week in Cabell County.
Okay, what's that about?
It's actually what started a CPS case. It was for Coles.
It was a
Okay.
theft charge, and she had her kid with her when she got it.
Do you have an attorney in that case?
No, it's already been settled, like,
You're
pretty
just going
much
back
it's
for
just a
something like this to
sentencing.
review?
It's just a sentencing.
Okay. Well, again, just from my knowledge of the court system, the best possible outcome you're going to get is to go in there and show them that you're taking responsibility for your sobriety, that you're doing something about it, and that you're going to be clean. That's what the judge wants to see. So don't leave treatment early. Stick it out, finish it out, and continue on with outpatient down the road. So I'll see you on November the 15th. You'll either be about finished or finishing up then at OVP, and we'll talk about what we're going to do going forward to keep you clean. Okay? Okay, you're doing the right thing. Keep it up.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Okay, that finishes the reviews. We're going to start the arraignments now. Arraignment is what we call a new first hearing on a new case. If you think you missed the review, should have been called, go to check in with the clerk. We didn't know you were here today. You won't be on the docket. When your name's called, come up to the table to your right, stand there. We're going to go over the charge with you. You have the right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything during this hearing. If you choose to make statements, what you're saying is all being recorded. So if you get up, and I've had people do this, get up and say, yeah, I did it, first thing out of their mouth, that can be used against you. That's an admission. Admissions are a big deal in law. You admit you did it, this guy right here is going to use that against you. He's the prosecutor. So you don't have to say anything. You have a right to talk to a lawyer. You have a right to have one appointed if you can't afford it. You have a right to bail and to make the state prove any charge against you beyond a reasonable doubt. If you enter a guilty plea or a no contest plea, you're waiving all those rights, and you shouldn't do that if you don't understand the proceedings, if you are confused, if you want to have a lawyer, if you want a trial in your case, any of those reasons, enter a not guilty plea. That's the safest plea you can enter. Call the first case.
State of Ohio versus Patricia White, case number CRB 24632.
And ma'am, are you Patricia White?
Yes.
Ms. White, it's alleged that Fayette Township, September 23rd of this year, you knowingly caused or tried to cause physical harm to Allison Grace Paisley. The charge is assault. It's a first-degree misdemeanor, maximum penalty 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. Do you understand the charge?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand the rights you have?
Yes, Your Honor.
How do you plead to this charge?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
Do you want a lawyer appointed to represent you?
No.
Are you gonna hire a lawyer?
Yes.
Okay, how much, well, let me tell you what I'm looking at as a hearing date, and then you can tell me if you need more time than that. So we're probably looking at either November the 18th or any Monday or Friday after that for your next hearing. Is that sufficient time for you to get
Yes.
a lawyer? Okay. Do you have a preference? You work Mondays and Fridays or when we have court? Do you have a preference as to which day?
No preference.
Okay, let's do November the 18th then. So that's a Monday. Monday, November the 18th, there's a basket there with a form for you just to put your next hearing date on there so you won't forget. November 18th, be a pretrial at 10 a.m. I'm entering a not guilty plea for you. And is there a protection order requested here?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is there any problem for you to stay away from Allison? It's either Paisley or Bosley.
No, Your
You don't live together, or
we're family, but
you can stay.
I can stay.
The main thing is I just don't want there to be alleged an incident while we're out of court. So just stay away, no contact. Don't post things about her on social media. Just let things calm down. So you're going to sign an order to that effect. And the prosecutor will come out and give you a copy of it. You can take it to your lawyer. I'm going to let you sign a $1,500 signature bond. And what that means is you're going to sign this piece of paper that says, I promise to come to court where I'll pay $1,500 as a penalty for not coming. So just come to court, you don't have to post any money. And you have to stay away from Allison. Okay, I've set your next one for November the 18th. When you engage a lawyer, they may tell you, I can't do it that date, and I'm going to change it to another date. So come whenever the lawyer tells you to, but you have to be either the 18th. Otherwise, if you don't hire a lawyer, or if they don't tell you anything different, your case will get called on the 18th, and you have to be here at that time. Do you have any questions, ma'am?
No.
Okay, that's all. You're free to go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio recalls Jerry Morrison, case number CRB 2453, A, B, and C.
Okay, Mr. Morrison has an acceptable screen, so that's good. And you're going to continue with OVP, right?
Yes, sir.
And that's the only thing you've got left to do. So I'm going to set this in December. If you continue there and get good reports, we may finish it up then. Let's set it for December 20th. Your next hearing is December 20th. I'm going to write that down in the
Yes, sir.
form there. And for you to do that on December 20th at 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus Jason Wilson, case number TRD 2218.
And, sir, you're Jason Wilson?
Yes, sir.
It's an old case. It's alleged that on January the 2nd of 2022, at 8:18 a.m. in Rome Township, you were operating a vehicle with a suspended license. It's the unclassified misdemeanor variety, which means there's no jail time on it. Maximum penalty is 500 hours community service, $1,000 fine. Do you understand the charges?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand your rights?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to them?
Guilty, sir.
Guilty means you're admitting it's true. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this was State Highway Patrol citation. The officer says, I was going north, State Route 7, near milepost 11, behind a green Oldsmobile sedan. I ran the tags and they returned to a Chrysler. So I made a traffic stop. Driver was found to be suspended. The tags belonged to his father, and he had recently purchased the Oldsmobile. He said he put the tags on the Oldsmobile so he could get the paperwork taken care of. He was issued a citation for the license suspension. Do you have your license reinstated now?
No, sir.
Okay. Is there some reason you haven't got it reinstated?
They were trying to charge me like $270 something for an SR22 because the suspension was for driving without insurance. And as soon as I couldn't make the payment, it suspended again anyway. So I'd been throwing money in the trash.
And it looks like you didn't come to court back in 2022 and
Yes, sir.
the warrant, got arrested on the warrant recently, right? Had to post a bond.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any explanation as to why you didn't come to court?
It's been so long. I know I was working out of town doing asbestos abatement, but I mean, no good reason, just excuse. I mean, I'm not going to waste your time with it.
Okay. Well, a lot of other people waste my time with
Yeah,
excuses that are
I
not
mean,
good,
I was working out of town at the time, but I should have got in here.
Well, it sounds like a pretty good job. I can't imagine you don't need your license doing that. Don't you need a driver's license?
That he pulled me over driving to Cold Grove Middle School. We was doing abatement work on it for the.
Yeah. Okay, and this is going to be another problem because I'm assuming you didn't have insurance on the vehicle,
No insurance on the vehicle.
on this one? When
Yes.
this happened?
Yeah. Because it's my dad's vehicle. Insurance tags were good.
Because if you don't show proof of insurance, there's a little box on there for the officer to check that. They don't file a charge against you, but when it hits the BMV, they're going to look at that, they're going to give you suspension for driving without proof of insurance.
Yes, sir. Like I said, my dad keeps insurance on his vehicles. So that's the reason I had insurance.
But it wasn't on this, the one you were driving, the tag was off his vehicle, right?
Yes, but it was recently, I think 30 days you got to switch the tags.
Well, I mean, you want to go back and try to get me proof that you had insurance?
I probably couldn't if I tried, sir.
Okay. Because
I mean,
as soon as we process, we don't do it, but we send it on to the BMV, Ohio BMV, that's who controls your driver's license.
yes, sir.
They're going to see this, you're going to get another suspension.
Well, he's kept the same insurance for years, so where it's online, I may be able to get that tracked down.
Well, let me suggest something. If you think you can do it, because here, you can show it to the BMV.
Yes, sir. If I can.
But have you ever tried to talk to somebody at the BMV?
No, sir.
Okay, I have. And I'm going to go, this is just, I haven't done a scientific study, but I'm going to say if you call there 20 times,
Oh, you're
you
saying
might get in once.
in general? Yeah.
I mean, it usually rings busy.
I believe last time I was
Now,
there.
you can go to one of the local, there's one in Proctorville, one in Ironton, and supposedly deal with them and get an actual person to talk to. But this is I can delay the sentencing and let you try to get your proof of insurance and bring it to me, then I can tell them, yeah, you had proof of insurance back then.
I'd appreciate
Or I
that.
can just go ahead and process it, then you'll have to deal with them.
I'd appreciate the time if you could allow it.
Come back and try to show me you had insurance?
Yes, if you can do that, sir.
A month out to get that, because it might be harder than you think.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
I'll do my best.
So what I would suggest, again, I just didn't start doing this last week, so I've been doing this a while. You need to start today, looking for the insurance and jumping through the hoops you think you can get that will get you proof of insurance. And I need something from the company saying, and it has to be the date of this ticket, not
Can you tell me the date?
forever. The day of the ticket was January the 2nd, 2022. So you had to have insurance on here's the way it worked. Either this 1998 Oldsmobile had to have insurance, which would cover you while you're driving it, or if you had a policy in your name, that would be acceptable, because if you had a policy in your name where you're a known insured and you just bought this vehicle, that's where the 30 days comes in. You have 30 days to get coverage. So those two things would show proof. So let's go about a month out. You did tell me you work. Does it matter if it's Monday or Friday for your hearing?
No, sir. I'm actually not working right now.
Okay.
I left CSI to go to St. Mary's, and then left there, went to Mildred Bateman, and I was working there through Manpower, and they lost their contract, so
Okay.
I'm trying to get back on there through Joyce.
Well, let's make it then so you can come in the middle of the week. I'm going to set it for that Wednesday before Thanksgiving, November 27th. That's the Wednesday before Thanksgiving.
That's good.
For a sentencing at 10 o'clock. And you've got a bond up now, so you got to come. Because if you don't show up, then the bail bondsman's going to be after you.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions? You know what you need to do. Proof of insurance.
Yes,
The
sir.
date of the...
Either one, right?
Or you, a policy with your name on it as the insured driver, or that vehicle.
Or, okay.
Either one will work.
Okay, thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
You said that was the 22nd?
27th, November 27th, 10 o'clock.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Paul Johnson Jr., case number CRB 24671.
Paul Johnson.
Yes.
Oh, I can't anything.
And sir, you're Paul M. Johnson?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Johnson, it's alleged that at Perry Township, on September the 10th, 2024, you knowingly caused Rose Porter to believe you would cause serious physical harm to her person or her property. That charge is aggravated menacing. It's a first-degree misdemeanor, maximum penalty 6 months in jail, a $1,000 fine. Do you understand the charge?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand your rights?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to this charge?
Not guilty?
Do you wish to be considered for a court-appointed lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Are you working?
Yes, sir.
What do you do?
I work for a company in Ashland called Ashland Fabricating and Welding in Ashland, Kentucky.
Are you paid by the hour?
Yes, sir.
How much per hour?
$24, I think, $24.
Well, you're probably not going to be eligible. Is that a 40-hour week?
Yes, sir.
I have to determine your gross annual income. That's not being nosy. So you're making right at 50 grand a year total? Gross?
No, I don't think so.
That's the
I don't know.
numbers in times 4 is pretty easy.
Yeah. Well, I just got a raise, you know what I'm saying? So I really don't know. Around 40 probably.
Do you have children you're supporting?
No, sir.
Okay. You're not eligible for a court-appointed lawyer. You have to hire your own lawyer.
Okay, all right.
Mr. Hill.
Your Honor, one thing that I think might go a long way in resolving this for Mr. Johnson is that if he were to vacate the place where he's been staying with the victim in this, if he would agree to move out of there, that's a lot of probably what we are seeking in this case. So I don't know whether he's already moved out or whether he intends to, but we're going to ask for a protection order.
Do you have any response to that?
Yes, sir. I said I have moved in with my sister. I am the person that put up the money to get into this place. And I got receipts here made out to her. I paid all the bills and stuff like that, and I never, ever threatened her. But I was in court about a month and a half ago in court at Ironton, and she admitted to punching me in the face and punching me in the groins. And I've never laid a hand on her, never cussed at her or anything. I just turned around and walked away. But I didn't have this problem until she got mad at me one day when we was in the car. And she was screaming at me for 20 to 40 minutes, slamming her hands against the steering wheel like a raving idiot, and me begging her to stop. So when we got home, I told her, I says, well,
Mr. Johnson, let me stop you because today's not the trial, so
oh,
one
okay.
thing you need to understand, I know you're not a lawyer, but I did say this at the beginning. Everything you say here today is on the record.
Oh,
Here's the problem for you. It's probably not going to help you any, but it could hurt you, because you might admit something that's damaging to your case. And the smarter play is just to keep silent, and then if you have stuff you want to say it when it's going to count, like at the trial. Today is not the trial. So now, I take it from what you're saying, you're not living with her anyway at this point.
no, I'm staying with my sister's place. It took every dime I could to get us into this place.
Okay.
And, you know, when she tried to get me to leave, I had $162 in the bank after putting up $2,100 for the first and last and deposit. But the key to it is she asked me, can we get this place? I said,
Okay. Well, I can't help you with that. But here, my main concern is that nobody get hurt going forward. So I'm going to order you stay away from her. And there will be a protection order issued for you to stay away, not go around her or contact her. And then we'll have to come back for another pretrial on this case.
well, let me ask you a question, Your Honor. I have all my belongings there, and when the police came and got me, I was asleep at the house. But I had a telephone there where I'd been calling places trying to get me a place to rent.
A cell phone or?
A cell phone.
Your cell phone?
And it's the, you know, I can't.
Do you have a contact number for her?
We do, Your Honor.
Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to let you just have a seat. I'm going to have them contact her and see if we can't work out an arrangement for you to get your stuff. If there's a way for you to get your stuff, including your cell phone. And then we'll come back and put that on the record.
Well, it would take me a while to get my stuff because I have a whole house.
We're not going to do everything, okay?
I just need my cell phone and my thing because I can't.
Enough stuff that you can get by. Your cell phone is necessary. So you need that, and you need some clothes. But if you got furniture, and as Dick Stanley says, we're not dividing the Tupperware today. So we're not going to go in and the people don't even, what's Tupperware? We're not going to go in and divide everything that's possible to be divided today. But we can get you enough stuff that you can live. So let them call, have a seat, we'll recall after they talk with her and see if we can work out something to get you your stuff.
State of Ohio versus William Wilbur, case number TRC 23272, A, B, and C.
Answer, you William Wilburn.
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Wilburn. It's alleged, you missed a review hearing, but it was just a week ago, so it wasn't too long ago.
Yes, sir.
So you came in pretty quick. I think the only thing that you need to do is the driver intervention program.
Yeah, I just started a new job. I was just waiting to get personal days to take that. Because they said they started like a Thursday night to Sunday morning or something like that. I work Monday through Friday.
Yeah, well, you're going to have to take some time off to do it. I mean,
Yeah, I get personal days in December.
Okay, all right, so I'll cancel I don't think there actually was a warrant issued yet, but there would have been a warrant, so I'll cancel it. I'll give you some time. Are you going to go to the one here in Lawrence County?
Yeah, I think they started the one back up in Ironton, didn't they?
True, but I don't think they're doing one in November, and I think it's going to be January before they do another one. Is there anybody here?
Yeah, it'll be January.
Okay. So you can do the one here. You don't have to go to the one here. You can go to any program that's approved by the state. There's another one in Portsmouth, and the big cities are going to have several.
Yeah.
as an option, you can go there. But you gotta, here's what the legislature told me, they pass laws and I'm supposed to enforce them. They say you either gotta go to this program and finish it, or I gotta put you in jail.
Yeah.
On an OBI, that's the choice. You either go to one of these programs, show you finished it successfully, or I've gotta give you jail time, a minimum of 3 days. You don't wanna go to jail for 3 days.
No.
Okay. So, get this done. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and set it out in January. Since you've you paid your fines, did your community service. What's the date of the one in January? What, do you know the start date?
I am not for sure, but I can find out.
Well, I'm gonna guess it will be at least in the middle of the month. So I'm gonna set it for January 20th. Let's make sure that's not, let me look. That might be a holiday. We've got a holiday on a month. Let's go to a Friday just to make sure. Let's make it January 24th. That's for sure not a holiday. So January 24th, 25 at 9 o'clock is your next review hearing. But you don't even have to come to it if you get the 3-day school completed, filed with the court, showing you're completed it. You don't have to come back because it's a hearing just to check to make sure you did what you were ordered to do.
Yeah.
Get it done, file it, you don't have to come. Any questions?
No, sir.
And you might want, where's the lady that's from the treatment program? Because I think she's behind you, I can't see her. Can you raise your hand?
Who, me?
Oh, okay, I couldn't see.
I don't think that we have him in treatment.
Oh, you're not from the treatment program, because sometimes they have people here, so we don't have anybody here from the treatment program today, I don't think. Now, you're with him, okay. All right, so you know what you need to do?
Yep.
Okay, that's all.
Thank you.
Okay, we're going to the jail for some hearings.
State of Ohio versus Michael Davis, case number CRB 24649 A and D, CRB 2490 A and D, CRB 24215.
This is Mr. Steyer's case. It's set for pretrial today.
We have a number of cases where Mr. Davis was sentenced and allegedly failed to appear for his jail report date, and a new disorderly conduct and resisting arrest related to an arrest following that alleged failure to appear. I believe Mr. Davis is at this point open to the possibility of going into treatment. How long have you been in at this point?
Today's 18 days. I was already going through an outpatient OPP, and I was starting to serve the OPP in Crawfordville.
Okay, well, hang on just a second. That sounds right. I think we plan to bring this back right around the time that the initial 20-day sentence would have been completed, without necessarily the expectation that he would be allowed out at that point, but we recognize that he's going to at least be in for the 20 days, which at this point would leave us until at least Monday. Well, Sunday, I guess, but as a practical matter, Monday. I think it may be worthwhile at this point to have him assessed by a treatment provider, and maybe he'd set this back for, actually, is next Monday a court day?
The 28th.
Yeah. Maybe set this back for Monday, and at that point, he would have the 20 days in at least, and we'd have an idea about what he'd be looking at for treatment.
What's the state's position?
Well, recognizing that, but
he went into custody on the 7th, Your Honor.
Okay.
So he was supposed to report to do his 20 days and didn't. And then.
So I don't think he necessarily just gets 20 days then.
He's got 180 days.
Sir, it's not going to help you to talk right now.
And then he got new charges, including a resisting arrest. I'm assuming that happened when they arrested him for not going to jail originally. So I like the idea of him going to treatment, but I don't think that the 20 days should stand as his, the amount of time that he does in jail. I think that there needs to be a reckoning with the resisting arrest and the disorderly conduct before we ever talk about how much total jail time he should do and when he should go to treatment.
Well, do you have any idea at this, like, what you'd be looking at to have him back so we could send him back on an appropriate
Do
day?
you have an offer?
Yeah, do you want to make an offer?
All right, so if he were to plead to those two new charges today, and we come back in a week from today to talk about him going to treatment, and then sentence him at that time with an additional suspended jail sentence, and maybe next Friday's not the day that he goes, or maybe it is.
Okay, you want to talk to him about that?
I'll talk to him about it, but I'm going to say that it's going to be a lot easier to discuss an offer if I have a solid offer. So if you want to give me a specific number of days you're offering, I'll take that to him. But right now I'm telling him, hey, do you want to plead guilty to something, and maybe we'll give you more time, maybe we won't. That's a hard sell to make. So if you want to say, come back on Friday, and if we come back Friday, that's another like 6 days in over what he was scheduled to do anyway.
Yeah.
And if you think that's a reasonable number, then I'll talk to him. We can, if he's interested in that, we can, do the plea today, move things along, get him set up for treatment.
How about another 30 days from the end of his original 20?
Okay, I'll take him back and see what he says.
And then an additional suspended. He's already got 180 suspended, or,
I think he had 60 suspended. But
whatever it was. So, I mean, I think that there needs to be some penalty for this.
Okay,
But
so
we
your
also
offer's
want him-
30 days additional.
We also want him to go to treatment.
And your offer's 30 days beyond.
Since you wanted a
Yes, I want an
exact
offer.
number, then yes.
Okay. And I may respond with another exact offer. We're going to do something, but.
That covers the new charge as well? The new charges, the 30 additional days?
Yes, and then additional suspended time if necessary, and then talk about him going to treatment.
You want to bring it back today?
Yeah, I'll call him and speak to him, and we'll see what we can do by getting a recall.
Okay, Mr. Davis, your lawyer's going to call and talk to you.
I didn't have a way to test.
Sir,
talking is not helping you right now. I'm going to get out and call you.
it's all on the record. Talk to your lawyer off the record. What you say to him is privileged. He can't come in.
To be fair, it's not privileged in this instance because the calls are recorded.
Okay.
But it's still better than talking on the record.
All right. We'll have you back after you talk to your
If you could ask them to hold him out, I'll step out and calm him down.
State of Ohio versus Chaz Estep, case number CRA 21771, CRB 21772. And Dakota Neff is on that.
Chaz Estep is Attorney Tyler Smith's case, and it's set as a preliminary hearing.
Your Honor, was he picked up on a warrant? So I believe this is one that maybe he appeared Friday after I
He failed to appear, he was actually arraigned on Monday, and then it was set for a preliminary hearing today, and I set a new bond for him, which apparently he hasn't.
Okay. I was just
So
trying to.
you haven't talked to him probably.
I haven't talked to him, I've just, in fact, when I saw that I had him, I didn't.
So I think maybe he got arraigned after you'd already left.
Yes, I believe that's what happened, so.
If you want to talk with him, we'll recall after you talk.
Yes.
State of Ohio versus Dakota Neff, case number CRA 24685, CRB 23609, CRB 2316, TRD 212027. And Charles Burks is on that.
Sir, you're Dakota Neff. Can you hear me okay, Mr. Neff? You have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. If you do make statements, they can be used against you. You have a right to have an attorney, to have one appointed if you can't afford one. You have a right to bail and to make the state prove charges beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand those things?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, we're getting some background noise. I don't know what's going on.
I think that's somebody talking down in the area where they're at in jail.
But we usually don't get that. If we could ask the jailer to cut off whatever the background noise is. It's coming through and interfering with the arraignment. Okay, let me go over the charges with you. 23609, still there. Can we call the sheriff's office, please? I don't know, this just started happening before, we weren't getting any background. It should only be coming through him.
I can't hear you.
Okay, well, we're getting some kind of interference in the transmission, so you just sit still. We're gonna go ahead and do some hearings here. When we get it straightened out, we'll come
I
back.
can hear you now.
Okay, just wait. We'll get back to you. Call some cases here.
State of Ohio versus James D. Berry, case number CRB 24519, A and B.
This is Mr. Smith's case.
It is,
Set
Judge.
for pretrial.
It is. This was originally, 2 weeks ago when I was out of town. I've now had a chance to talk to my client. It's his intention to do a no contest plea to the trespass charge with a stipulation of facts sufficient to find him guilty, and the state, in return for that plea, I believe is going to dismiss the theft charge, and he would receive some type of suspended jail sentence and fine.
Mr. Hill.
Your Honor, the victim in this was here last time and expressed that she was not interested in the theft being pursued, and she was okay with whatever we determined was appropriate in the criminal trespass case. So we'd be agreeable to 10 days suspended.
Okay, Mr. Berry, do you agree with what your lawyer
Yes,
has
sir.
represented?
Yes,
Do you have
sir.
anything you want to say that you haven't had a chance to
Just a
say?
big mix-up.
I didn't understand.
It was just a big mix-up.
Okay, I'll dismiss the theft charge filed against you. That's dismissed. On the trespassing, I'll impose a $100 fine and court costs and 10 days in jail suspended. 2 years of level 5 probation with a review hearing date on April 25th. That's just to ensure you pay your fine and court costs. You don't have to come to it if you do pay the fine and court costs before then. April 25th, 9 a.m. He'll need to check in with Mr. Major today about his probation. Then he's free to go.
State of Ohio recalls Paul Johnson Jr., case number CRB 24671.
This was the case where the state was going to try to get a hold of the complaining party to see if there could be something worked out on property issues.
Okay.
And bring a truck at 6 o'clock this evening. She'll give him the phone, charger, all of his stuff.
Super. All right, so we spoke with the alleged victim in this matter, and she says that they have a mutual friend named Joe, and that Joe can get all of his stuff at 6 o'clock this evening.
I can't get all of my stuff this evening, but I need my cell phone because I have places on my cell phone that I've talked
Give him
to.
this- She'll work with Joe, it's not a problem. I mean, if you can get everything this evening, if you can't, we'll figure out a second time or something.
I have no place to put it right now.
Well, sir, we're not going to solve all those problems.
I know that.
So, try to make that work.
Can I get some time to get, I've only got Saturdays.
Get your stuff that you need that you can take now, and then we'll work out, you all can work out the rest later, okay?
Okay, so how much time do you want to get a lawyer?
I don't know, I've had so much aggravation up here lately from her. Can we put this off till almost Thanksgiving?
I can put it off in a month or so, so that's
Yeah.
pretty close to Thanksgiving.
Okay,
Let's set it for the Monday before Thanksgiving.
okay.
That's November 25th. Exactly 1 month. November 25th will be your next hearing. It's going to be a pretrial.
November.
Now, if something comes up about the property and you're upset, don't go in there and try to do something on your own. You need to come back and ask the court to intervene.
November the 25th, you said?
Yes, sir. November 25th at 10 o'clock is your next hearing. You've got a bond up, so now your bond's continued. You've got a protection order, so you're not to go around her or contact her, other than have Joe get your stuff.
So I can't help him move it or anything?
No.
Oh, okay, I didn't understand that part, I didn't know, you know.
No, you're not allowed to
Like I
go
said.
around her, just Joe.
Okay. All right.
Anything else?
How about, I was gonna say, how about my phone, you know?
Well,
Joe's supposed to get that too.
Joe's supposed to get your phone.
I just don't understand about this stuff. I've never been to court, never, had
I
any.
understand, that's probably why it would be a good idea for you to get a lawyer.
Okay,
Okay, next hearing is November 25th, 10 o'clock.
all right.
Good luck. Okay, so we're ready with the jail now, or?
No, Your Honor.
No.
They're gonna text us.
Yeah, the problem is, John, the microphone that cuts out the background noise is broke. This is not as good a one, so
Okay.
there was somebody on the phone talking loud.
Yeah.
So when that person's off the phone, then they'll let us know and we'll go from there.
It's not me, so.
They need to replace whatever it was, but we never had that problem before. We always just got what was
Yeah, the other microphone headset they have has noise canceling, so the background noise won't come through the mic. This is a cheaper one that doesn't have that. So right across, probably 15 feet from them is where the phone is. Because they don't have a place to put them separate.
Well, I suggest Amazon Prime. And it'll be here before court Monday. So, I mean, as my dad used to say, poor people have poor ways, but this is not acceptable.
Sir.
Or that could, you can tell the sheriff the next option, which I'm kind of burned out on. I'm the only judge that does this stuff by teleconference. All the other judges refuse to do it. And I see a reason. It's a pain behind the end to do it this way. It's more convenient for the sheriff, but it's not convenient for the court or the lawyers or getting stuff done. So that's going to be the next step, is bring the prisoners to court like we did in the good old days. Okay, end of rant.
State of Ohio versus Constance Davis, case number TRC 24-1751, A, B, and C.
This is Mr. Smith's case for pretrial.
Thank you. Judge, this is a case with a higher score. It's a mandatory jail case. I spoke with the prosecutor. She is willing to have an AOD assessment, get treatment, monitor the case, and hopefully, if she does what she's supposed to, we'll come back and revisit the case, but she is willing to do that today.
Okay, and how would she do this? Does she have a place in mind where she would go for counseling?
How do you pay for your medical treatment? She doesn't have insurance or medical card. I assume somebody could
She
assist
doesn't
her.
have either?
Doesn't have either.
Do you think you're eligible for a medical card?
Yes,
Have you ever had
She
one?
should be.
yes.
Okay. And you live in South Point?
Right, excuse me, right now, I'm staying in West Virginia. I'm in West Virginia.
Okay, well, that makes it harder. Are you temporarily staying, or did you move to West Virginia with the intention of staying there indefinitely, that which makes you a West Virginia resident?
No, temporary.
Okay. All right, anyone want to work with what we're looking for? And her problem has been alcohol. She has a very high score on alcohol. She needs to do some outpatient counseling. She does not have, as of now, a Medicaid card.
Where does she reside?
She's in Huntington right now, but she says that she's only visiting. She's a Buckeye at heart.
Do you have a Buckeye address?
South Point? Yes.
I'll talk to her.
All right, so we'll start, do the assessment with Bethesda, and we probably need to come back pretty soon to see what's going on with that.
Sure, Judge, I'm here
It's going to be in November.
November 1, 4, 8, or 18.
They're all bad.
The
How about the 10th or 12th? That's a Tuesday.
No, I can't do Tuesday. I've got
15th?
Let me see. It's supposed to be day 2 of a jury trial, Judge Ballard, starting Thursday the 14th.
Well, let's do the 8th then. You said the 8th you were.
The 8th, yes, Judge, I can do that.
Okay, November 8th.
And Your Honor, I did have, spoke with Mr. Hill, it's been more than 15 days. I did have a proposed entry. She did take a test, and I think I'll be able to travel to counseling appointments and things, if that's okay with the court.
All right, she took a test.
She did.
Yes.
Approach.
Yes. What you follow?
State of Ohio versus Tracy James McDonald, case number TRC 22-2574, A, B, C, D, and E.
Mr. Smith's case,
It is, Judge.
except for pre-trial on review.
I think we were here, excuse me, last time he was on the teleconference and there was an issue, and I didn't write down what it was. You want him in person this time, so he's appeared in person.
Well, I think we need a report from the
I think that is what, yeah, there was some issue last time.
And there's still $50 outstanding. Probably a warrant fee.
Probably. Did you have them fax or email report? Did you have a report? Did you have them fax or email?
You said 70, okay.
Can you pay that $70? $70. That's what she said. She just said to the judge, you owe 70. How soon can you pay that?
Can we get a report?
It doesn't have, I'll have to explain it.
I haven't been in touch with Mahajans. I'm actually kind of working out, in and out of town, so. But my doctor quit down there, so kind of up in the air with the doctor and everything now.
Well, I've got a report from September, the beginning of September. That's the last one.
That's the last
And
one I
it
have.
doesn't say it's completed.
He says he can pay the $70 in a week.
Yeah, I didn't know I owed it.
State have any input on this?
I don't have the file, but I know there's a lengthy history here, and I don't really know. Yeah, what more was expected of him as far as his treatment and whatnot.
Well, he's supposed to finish treatment, and we don't have a letter of completion from Mahajan. He was going there.
I'm just trying to wait till they get somebody else down there that can see me.
as long as he's going to pursue finishing it.
I'll never finish Mahajan. That's where I'll be at for probably the rest of my life.
Well, and that's, hopefully that's a commitment that's going to continue. Would like to get something that says that he's back with Mahajan and receiving treatment, and maybe, it may be something that is ongoing indefinitely, that we just want to make sure that he's committed to that.
Mr. Smith?
Judge, he can pay the $70 within a week. I don't disagree with what Mr. Hill says, but it sounds like it's going to be a lifelong situation. But if the prosecutor wants some type of proof once he gets back in, your doctor is no longer there.
Yeah, I'm in psychiatric care there.
Okay. How soon do you think you will get back in, do you know?
I just got to make an appointment.
Judge, if we could do something where if he sends it back in, he doesn't have to show up. If he doesn't, maybe kick it out 30 days. And if he shows a letter that he's still indefinitely going there, whatever he anticipates it'll be, and pays the $70, that he wouldn't have to appear and close the case.
Well,
And if he doesn't get the letter, get back
depends on
in.
what the letter says.
Well, and I was going to say, if he doesn't get the letter and it's not satisfactory, then he'd have to come in that.
One thing that concerns me as I look through here, and this is from Mahajan himself, in July, he tested for alcohol. That's in their records. Is he willing to take a screen today?
Yeah.
He says he is, Judge. We'll call
Okay,
back
let's
up.
do that. That'll
Okay.
give me some more clarity as to how we should go forward. Go do your
That sounds
today.
good. We'll call you back up.
Your Honor, I'm holding the recall of Lawrence County Jail. State of Ohio versus Dakota L. Neff at Lawrence County Jail.
All right, Mr. Neff, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right, I'm Judge Capper. This is your arraignment hearing. You have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. You have a right to have an attorney, to have one appointed if you can't afford one. You have a right to bail, to make the state prove any charge beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand those things?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you've got charges of 23609 receiving stolen property. That alleges that on October the 3rd in Rome Township, you did receive or retain a welder that belonged to someone else. That's a first-degree misdemeanor. Maximum penalty, 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. 23610 is another charge of receiving stolen property. It alleges October 3rd, Rome Township, you received or retained a 2001 Yamaha, which I'm assuming is a motorcycle, gives a VIN number. And because of the value of that property, it's alleged it's a felony 4, maximum penalty 18 months in jail, $5,000 fine. And the affidavit does say it was a motorcycle that you knew or should have done was stolen.
Your Honor, I never had a motorcycle or a welder in my possession. I don't know.
Okay.
The cop never took the motorcycle out or anything like that.
And then in case number 24685, it's alleged that you have a warrant for your arrest in another jurisdiction, Cabell County, West Virginia.
Yeah, that's where I just come from. I've been there for not the past 9 months.
And it says that Judge Ferguson ordered you to home confinement and you violated those terms and you have a warrant for your arrest over there. So we got to deal with that also. You have a right to an extradition hearing to determine if you are the Dakota Lee Neff, the Cabell County is seeking if I should order you to go to that jurisdiction. So that's pending. And then you've also got an old case here in this court, case number 21-2027, was a driving under an OVI suspension in which you got some suspended jail time and fines and court costs, and so as you didn't pay your fines and court costs and didn't come to a review hearing back in May of 2022, and there's a warrant on that also. So you got several things here to be dealt with. Do you have the money to hire a lawyer?
No, Your Honor.
Do you have a job?
Yes, I have a job, but depending on if I get out of here.
Where were you working?
Well, I just got it down to East Cover, East Cover.
Towing company, is that what you do?
Yeah, working in the garages and things.
Okay. When did you start working there?
I haven't yet. I've just come over here, got a hold of Lawrence County, so that I had work on, and they come to arrest me.
Okay, so do you have any money saved?
No, yeah.
Okay. Mr. Stratton, I'll appoint you to represent Mr. Neff. He's got several things. Receiving stolen property is the new charges, both a felony and a misdemeanor. And then he's got an extradition to Cabell County pending, and a failure to appear on a driving under an OVI suspension here in this court, and that was from 2021, actually, the case number 2021.
Is that a failure to appear on a review?
Yes.
Okay.
He's right. So, let's set for a hearing, and what's the state's position on bond for all that stuff?
Well, Your Honor, the receiving charges are from a year ago.
Oh, okay.
And so,
well, one's got a 24, no, that's the Cabell County got the 24 case number. Yeah, you're right, it's 23, 610, and 609.
so I don't know whether there's a way to, the affidavit on the motorcycle, apparently it says that the motorcycle is undrivable now. So what we were looking for is to see if everything was returned, and if we could get a hold of the victims. So
What did they find these things at? 'Cause I never had.
Just 1 second, Mr. Neff.
So I don't know whether getting a hold of them now is going to do us any good or not, but we can try, and just to see where we stand.
Okay, well, I'll wait on bond then, and till you call the complaining parties. Were they family members, or don't know that?
I don't know.
I'll let you talk with him, Mr. Stratton, then we'll come back and decide whether we're going to let him go to West Virginia first, or we're going to deal with the Ohio stuff first. So,
Okay.
Your Honor, he has a parole.
he has a folder from parole also. Yeah. All right, your lawyer's going to call down and talk to you, Mr. Neff. Then I'll have you back on the screen after that happens.
State of Ohio versus Charles Burks, case number CRB 24687, CRA 24686. And Chaz Eastet will be on deck.
All right, sir, are you Charles Burks?
Yes, sir, I am. Charles Lee Burke Jr.
All right, Mr. Burks, I'm Judge Capper at Lawrence County Municipal Court. This is your arraignment hearing. And what did you say your middle name was?
Charles Williams.
William, okay. It says Charles W. is what we have.
And who are you? I don't see you.
I'm the judge of the Lawrence County Municipal Court.
All right.
So you're appearing in court today on a television monitor, and it's all being recorded, what you say, what I say. So you have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. you need to understand that it's being recorded, so if you blurt something out that's damaging to your case, the prosecutor can use it against you. You don't have to comment or make a big explanation like a lot of people want to do. So what happens? You have a right to have an attorney appointed if you can't afford one. You have a right to bail and to make the state prove charges beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand those things?
Yes.
You're charged with strangulation. It's alleged that Union Township, October 23rd, 2024, you knowingly caused or tried to cause physical harm to Alicia Burks by means of strangulation or suffocation. That's a felony of the 3rd degree. Maximum penalty, 5 years in jail, $8,000 fine. Do you understand the charge?
For doing that, I don't remember the video, but go ahead, I don't understand what you're doing. I get charged and I go to face it.
That's the charge you're facing. You have another charge, domestic violence. It alleges that same time and place, you knowingly caused or tried to cause physical harm to Alicia Burks, and that she's either a member of your family or lives in your household. That's a 1st degree misdemeanor, maximum penalty 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. You understand that charge?
Yeah.
You have the money to hire a lawyer.
Make her as what?
Do you have money with which to hire a lawyer?
I don't know if I have money, I don't know what I got. I have no idea. My mind is like 2 steps up. It ain't very smart, very efficient.
All right, Mr. Morford, I'm going to appoint you a lawyer, Mr. Burks. Mr. Morford, he's going to be your lawyer. He's here in court, so he's heard all that I've said. He'll call and talk to you about your case. And we're going to set it for another hearing down the road. Now, it's my understanding, I was told that application and behavioral may be involved in this.
I didn't know that maybe it had gotten that far, but we were going to suggest that might be.
I think he's already been evaluated by Shawnee, I was told, and was approved for going there.
We just didn't know better.
What kind of bond does the state want to ask for on this?
$10,000 cash assurity bond.
I'll set a $10,000 cash assurity bond. Set, and he's been in the jail since the 23rd, I'm assuming?
Which side?
24th, Your Honor.
Booked on the 24th.
24th, okay. So we could do it on the 1st. Guess we'll have to do it on the 1st. November 1st will be the next hearing, for preliminary hearing and pretrial at 10 o'clock. Mr. Morford, you can.
Thank you, Judge.
Your Honor, does it require anything specific to make sure he gets to Athens if he would be transported between now and then, with respect to the bond that the courts, I don't, at this moment,
We
don't know.
can, if we need to do an order saying he is allowed to go, I don't know if that's, can somebody check on that and see what the sheriff, whatever they want, so that he can be permitted to go. And they'll probably have to transport him, because the sheriff would.
Thank you, Judge.
One of you lawyers.
Your Honor, they don't
check
need
that.
anything.
I'm sorry?
They don't need anything.
Okay.
State of Ohio recalls Chaz Eastep, case number CRA 21771, CRB 21772. It's Tyler Smith's case.
Chaz Eastep. Mr. Smith had a chance to talk with him, I think.
I did, Your Honor. I think he's...
Need Chaz Eastep in the chair.
Yeah, she's up talking.
Your Honor, this is one where I talked to Mr. Eastep. It looks like he was picked up on a warrant out of this court for failure to appear back in, I believe, November of 2021. It's been a while.
Yeah.
And Galley County picked him up on September 27th. He sat there for 24 days till Lawrence County got him, and now he's here. So he's been in almost 30 days. My understanding is that maybe we get him assessed, and because QRT's interested, so that may be a route to go. This is a possession charge.
All right, Megan is here from QRT.
So, and I believe he's now living in Huntington. I don't believe he has any kind of pay source, so you probably need to get a medical card set up. I don't believe he has.
That's not an issue. He has no insurance, no pay source. We'll get that set up for him.
Okay.
So,
all right, how do you want to handle it? Do you want him released now, or you want to keep him there till Monday? Are you ready to take him on today, or how's it going to work?
Is he willing to join?
yeah, he's willing to probably talk to him. He's been in since September 27th, so I think hopefully that would cover the 13th.
Not here, he was in Galley County.
Right, but it was on this warrant, so he hasn't been out for almost 30 days, so.
Okay. Does anybody have a mail bed?
We do.
Who are you with?
We work over here.
Okay. Leslie? If Leslie can meet with him and do an assessment, can you call the jail?
Yeah.
She can do an assessment and I can get him picked up today. Whether it be her or someone else, I'll find a bed for him today.
Okay.
But can we make it to only be picked up by a treatment center?
Yes. All right, and Mr. Eastep, you're willing to do that?
Yes, sir.
The treatment center that has a bed for you is in Portsmouth, is that okay?
He's a Huntington resident, so.
Well, if he doesn't have any insurance, it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, you don't have any insurance, so it doesn't really matter, but.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, it's to be picked up by a treatment provider approved by QRT. And then,
Yeah, he wants to do deflection, so I've advised him what that means, that it'll.
And I'll call down there and meet with him after this.
okay,
It'll be nollied and.
you want to take it off the docket now, or have one hearing first to make sure he's doing what he's supposed to before we do that?
Let's do one hearing.
Okay.
2 or 3 weeks out?
That's fine.
Yeah,
What's your schedule like?
The only date I'm not available is the 12th, Your Honor, but I'm available other dates.
Okay, let's do the 15th then.
Okay.
Okay, the way this is going to work, Mr. Eastep, your case could get totally dismissed to supervision by the QRT team, and if that happens, then you'll be reporting to them. You'll still go to treatment, and you'll be off my docket. But you got to get a good report at the first hearing for that to happen. If it doesn't happen, then your case will stay here in court. And that's going to be November, so I'm giving you time to prove yourself.
Okay.
November 15th. Hopefully you'll get picked up by a treatment agency today. And then you'll have court to come back to on November 15th. If you do well, then you'll quit coming to court, but you'll still have to do treatment and be responsible for the report to QRT. With the idea that eventually you'll get your case dismissed.
Yes.
And I'll call down to the jail and talk to you here in just a little bit.
I appreciate it.
Okay, that's all. You're welcome.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
State of Ohio recalls Michael Davis at the Lawrence County Jail, case number CRB 24649 A and B, CRB 2490 A and B, CRB 24215.
Your Honor, in discussion with Mr. Heald off the record, as well as a phone call with Mr. Davis, he would be prepared to enter a plea of guilty to the new charges. And what we would anticipate doing would be to give him, I guess it's an M2, so 90 days in jail with got to do math here, and I'm not, if I was good at math, I wouldn't be a lawyer. 85 suspended, which would leave him 5 days in jail beyond what he's already scheduled. He's scheduled to finish the 20-day sentence on Sunday, so I guess it would be 6 days. The upshot would be that he would be prepared to be able to leave jail on the 1st. We go ahead and set him for the docket that day and have him in here to make sure everything's in place. We would like to have him assessed prior to his release. He's expressed an interest in inpatient or outpatient treatment. I've explained to him that what we're contemplating would require an assessment, and maybe it shows outpatient treatment, maybe it shows inpatient treatment, whichever it shows he has to do.
Okay.
And that he had asked about Southern Hope. I mean, I don't necessarily have a problem with that, but talked to Mr. Major. He says they don't have the best reporting record here, so maybe the court could recommend somebody that we know is going to report to the court his progress. But we'd see if we could get that assessment done prior to Friday of next week, so that when we come in here Friday, we know exactly what's going to happen.
And who wants to assess Mr. Davis? I think he's been at RRS before.
Yeah, I'm over here on RS. I'd like to give somewhere different from my assessment.
I don't know who you're with. I'm sorry now.
Through recovery care.
This individual, is a possibility then, I guess. He's at the jail. You'd have to assess him at the jail. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay,
This bathroom,
the name of the place is Regal.
Regal. I got recovery care, but I didn't catch
I'm not going to go
Regal.
ahead and sentence him today. Let's
Okay.
put it on the docket for next Friday, November 1st for sentencing. But you've agreed in principle to the terms of what the sentence will be. So we'll see what the assessment is to affect things also. So let's come back on November 1st for the sentencing then.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
and you want to call me?
I'm sorry?
Or you want to call me, because I don't understand.
I'll call you and try to explain. I may wait a little while though, because there's apparently the microphone's picking up phone calls, so I don't want to call while we're still doing jail calls.
All right, because I don't 100% understand.
I'll call you and make sure you understand.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. We'll finish with the jail for now. We'll come back to them. We've got one more case to do there, but they're tied up, so we'll come back to them when they're ready.
State of Ohio versus Tracy McDonald, on recall, case number CRC 222574, A, B, C, D, and E.
Have you seen the result?
I have not, Judge. I was just asking Mr. McDonald.
Well, I think he still needs to go back to the hospital.
Understand.
November 25th? Are you available?
I'm in trial that first 3 days before Thanksgiving. I'm in the 22nd.
Okay, that works.
Does that
November
work?
22nd.
November 22nd, right?
For pre-trial.
Get you back in Mahaj, okay. Yeah, get a hold of it, we gotta have it. Yeah.
State of Ohio versus McCallum Wells, case number CRB 24657, A and D.
He's at Bethesda.
May I approach, Your Honor?
Yes. Okay, now, you're getting the services you need, and it says you're making positive progress.
Yes.
And I did advise her, I said, we're just here maybe 10 days ago. She already looks completely different just from when we were here last time, so.
Yes, so very important. So continue to monitor.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes.
And you want to do that 22nd day? November 22nd?
We did is that Tuesday or Monday? What is?
No, that's a Friday, November 22nd.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm wrong month. Yes, 22nd's fine, Your Honor.
Okay, we just set one for you that.
Oh, I thought we did the 15th. 22nd's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, either one.
November 22nd.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. Good job, keep it up.
State of Ohio versus Leonard E. Johnson Jr., case number CRB 23401, CRA 22276, and CRB 22278, and CRB 17156.
Mr. Smith's case.
He says he's at OBP all day. I told him. He said he's trying to call you to get it.
And he's doing outpatient OVP, he's compliant there, but he's not here today.
Yes, I spoke to him this morning and he said he had appointments at OBP all day, starting early this morning, that he was going to try to make it in over here, but, I mean, he is compliant with his treatment and everything.
I'd maybe just ask him 7 days, maybe get him in Monday or Friday.
Why don't we just continue it since he is compliant rather than,
And I believe he's at OBP as we speak, so.
are you here the 8th?
Yes.
Let's continue to the 8th at the defendant's request. November 8th for the next pre-trial, 10 o'clock.
And I'll let him know.
You need to let him know, he has a court date, he has to come to that.
Yes.
Yes. I will let him know, Your Honor. Thank you.
State of Ohio versus David Dinoff, case number CRB 24208, A and B, CRD 1915 and 17. You know, this is set for preliminary, Mr. Smith has a hearing in the court.
All right, this is preliminary hearing. He's at the best.
Your Honor, I apologize. For some reason, his report didn't print with the rest of them. And Mr. Danoff has done amazing in treatment. He is scheduled to graduate this coming Thursday on Halloween. And he also has a flight out to Oregon to be a firefighter on Friday.
Okay. Mr. Hill?
Well, that's all good news. We, of course, want to make sure that he makes it across the finish line and gets on that airplane. So, what day does he leave?
He leaves Friday.
So, you'll know if he gets on the airplane?
Absolutely.
Maybe we set it for Friday if he's, let's see, what do we got? We got possession, yeah, we would be okay with dismissing it on Friday if he's not here, if he makes it.
Okay, now he still has, he's got an old case where he is community service and buying the cost they never paid. 19, 15, 17.
He will be out in Oregon. You're gonna have
Can we get the totals of that, and is it possible that he could possibly,
$435 and 5 days of service.
could he do it in Oregon if he,
Yeah. We'll take money from Oregon too.
Auburn.
Well, let's just go ahead and, I mean, he can appear by teleconference. I want to just set it for another hearing since we have both things, and we can ensure that he's doing what he's supposed to and consider dismissal at that point. About the date, can you be here on the 27th?
Next
November? So
Yes.
Wednesday before Thanksgiving?
Yes, I can do that.
Set it then. He is in Oregon, and I'll let him hear about teleconference.
thank you, Your Honor.
November 27th, will be the next hearing.
Thank you, Ron.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Teresa Patton, case number CRV 18485.
Teresa Patton.
She recently completed OVP successfully, and she continued to sober living in Huntington at Newness of Life. So I'm not sure why she's not here today, but I can let her know she needs to come in.
If she's doing well, Judge, I would ask a continuance maybe instead of a bench warrant.
State's position. The charges here are, they're all, but they're unrelated.
Yes.
We're not opposed to a short continuance to see if Mr. Smith can round her up.
Yes.
What's your dates you're going to be here?
Judge, I'm here November 1, 4, or 8.
Okay.
18 or 22.
November 8th.
That works.
Defendant's request for pre-trial.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Never get in touch with me. Appreciate it. Thanks.
State of Ohio versus Alyssa Porter, case number CRV 24563.
The supporters, Mr. Smith.
Yes, Judge.
Pre-trial.
Judge, this is a alleged theft from Walmart. I've spoken to my client. She is going to enter a no contest plea stipulation of facts sufficient to find her guilty. I explained to her that the court's policy rather is to conduct a drug screen today, and she's obviously willing to do that, so we might want to recall before we sentence.
All right, do you agree you're changing your plea today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. I'll order you to go do a urine screen, and I'll have you back for sentencing after we get the results on that.
State of Ohio versus Robert Slaughter, case number CRV 24346A and B. Robert Slaughter.
Mr. Smith's case, this was a case that's going to be dismissed with a court call.
Yeah, Judge, he called the clerk this morning. He is at home. He has kids at South Point. He's the only care provider. He was not able to pay the cost today. I would ask possibly a couple more weeks. Because I understand it would be dismissed if he pays costs.
Okay.
That's why he didn't appear today. He's taking care of the kids.
Let's do 18th or 22nd?
Either one, Judge, is better for the court. I'm here both days.
November 18th.
I'll let him know.
And he doesn't have to appear if he pays the court cost.
I told him that last time. I thought they'd be paid, but he hasn't. I'll follow up with him.
State of Ohio versus Aaron Williamson, case number TRC 192164.
Yeah.
It's a set for
Williams. Maybe approach Judge.
Yes. December of 2019, so that's before COVID. So we can't use it. This would have been the second one. Okay, defendants requesting another continuance to November 18th.
Be fine, Judge. Yes, sir.
November 18th will be the next hearing, pre-trial, 10 o'clock.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus David Caldwell, case number TRD 2448, A and B.
Your Honor, can we approach real quick on this one?
Yes. Mr. Stratton's case, set for pre-trial.
Eighteen and Simon's. Said you want to amend it to something other than, because there's mandatory jail on this statute. You want to just get it to one first?
Your Honor, I understand that the state's going to make a charge to no operator's license, and we'll plead to that charge and ask that, plead guilty to that charge and ask that he be given minimum sentence on that.
Okay, do you agree with that, Mr. Caldwell?
Yes.
Okay. Well, your lawyer's done a good job for you, and you're kind of fortunate here. It appears from the record that you had some sort of alcohol or drug-related offense in Cabell County, but the magistrate court over there is not a court of record, so you're going to get a pass to a certain extent, but
I understand, Your Honor. I was wrong. Can I ask a quick question in regards to an additional suspension from, do you know how that works with Ohio BMV? Because I can get my license back in Ohio January 1st, paying all the fines and court costs. But Ohio suspended it, obviously, because of West Virginia.
yeah, they've entered into an interstate compact, just about all the states. If you get suspended in one, you're usually suspended in the other if they did their, sometimes they mess up and don't catch it or whatever, but that's supposed to be the standard. If you're suspended in one state, you get suspended in the other. So you'll have to take care of, West Virginia has you suspended, you're going to have to take care of whatever they want you to do to get reinstated.
Yeah, I complied with that, but Ohio still suspended it regardless.
Well, you live in Ohio, you got an Ohio license,
Yes.
you're going to have to do what they want too. So.
Yeah, I'm wrong.
Okay, anything else you want to tell me? I'm going to amend this to a no operator's license.
Sir, I would just say that I was, on the day it happened, I have an elderly mom, and I know I'm not supposed to drive. For what it's worth, I was on my way to food fair. That makes no excuse, but.
Okay. Well, I'll accept your explanation because they also, usually they give me a statement of facts, but in this case they did not.
We'll waive that statement of facts, Your Honor.
And there's also a charge of prohibited use of electronic device, but they don't give me a statement on that, so I'll dismiss it.
Okay.
So on the no operator's license, I'll impose a $75 fine and court costs.
Yeah, final.
Do you need time to pay that, or?
Sir, if you could give me maybe just a couple of weeks. I only make $9.50 an hour, and this DUI has been so expensive that.
Yeah, they are expensive.
Yeah, about $12,000.
Okay, so I'll give him a final pay date.
Okay.
January 28th to 25. So you got, what that means is you got to then to pay it. If you don't pay it after that, we will send it to the DMV. They'll give you another layer of suspension other than what they've already done.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, good luck.
So, hey, if you don't have paid that day, you have to be here. Okay.
State of Ohio versus Nathaniel James, case number CRB 23317.
Nathaniel James, set for pretrial.
Does that work? Okay.
Your Honor, Mr. James resides in our sober living. He recently obtained a job as of yesterday, and today was like his second day. Can we just get a court day out so he can get a little bit of time under his belt before we ask for time off?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Good deal.
I'll continue it for a month. If you're available on the 25th, Mr.
Yes, Your Honor, that'll be perfect.
November 25th will be the next hearing.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Pre-trial, 10 o'clock.
State of Ohio versus Jordan Wiley, case number CRB 24565.
So, Your Honor, Jordan was at the Bluffs. She's left there and is now staying, not with her mom as we had spoke about last time, but with her soon-to-be ex-husband's aunt.
They don't have a relationship.
So that's where she's staying. I don't believe there was any protection order or anything issued in this case. There is a pending divorce. Mr. Cremines is representing her in that. He has left the family home and is now sitting empty.
Yes, and I just spoke with Brian like you suggested, and Brian is filing the motion for that.
Yeah, so Brian's filed a motion to get her into that house, temporary orders on that. So we probably just need to set this out a little bit further, let her get settled back in her home, and see where we're going to go from there.
I guess my question was, did the Bluffs have any recommendations about continuing treatment after she was finished there?
They did send a report. I don't know if you actually got it yet because it was requested. You did get it?
Yes.
Okay. They had wanted me to do, what is it called? The intensive outpatient?
Intensive outpatient?
Yes, and
Okay.
so I have been trying to get in touch with someone at Minid Reeves Brandon. I actually spoke with Bobby, who I think is the court liaison who got me into the Bluffs, and I've just been waiting to hear back from him. I have been doing treatment with Oasis Behavioral Health over in Huntington. That's where my psychologist is, and then I see my psychiatrist as well.
Are you satisfied with that?
As long as she's doing it, and we need to get reports, there's a lot at stake here, obviously. And
Right.
We want her to be successful.
May I speak?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I did talk to Oasis, and they have no problem writing you anything that you may need from them, and then I can obtain the same kind of documentation from my psychiatrist, and then continue to try and get in touch with Minid Reeves. It's just where I have commercial insurance.
Yeah, I understand.
So,
And I can tell, I'll just say this, from the time you first came in, your presentation has improved. Yeah.
I feel a
can
lot
just
better.
See the way you present yourself, you appear to be much more with it than you were back then.
So, Your Honor, maybe we just set it, get a letter from Oasis, because we probably haven't even been to Oasis yet since you've been back.
I have actually.
Oh, you have? Okay,
Yeah.
good. Okay.
You want to go a month or so out?
Yeah, a month will be fine.
Brandon Roberts. That's my,
Is he here?
not to my knowledge.
November 25th will be the next hearing, pre-trial, 10 o'clock.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus William A. Hatfield, case number CRB 24608.
Mr. Steyer's case.
Your Honor, this matter is a domestic violence case that's alleged against Mr. Hatfield. When the case started, he was in custody. He had bonded out, but a holder was placed by the Adult Parole Authority. They ended up holding him for a period of time, then released him. I believe they're finished with him as far as this case goes. However, in the meantime, about a week or so ago, the alleged victim came in, asked to have the protective order dropped, and has indicated to the state that she just wants to see him get treatment and doesn't want to see conviction due to the potential for that causing a violation of his parole. What the state and I have discussed, and I kind of discussed this generally with Mr. Hatfield before, was a 90-day continuance, which we, at this point, would be some distance into, but not nearly complete. And in the meantime, he would continue to treat with OVP, and that would eventually lead to a dismissal upon payment of court costs at some point down the road. Now, if it's exactly 90 days, or we want to go a little further with treatment, that's going to be up to the court and the state to determine. But the idea is that we eventually are moving toward treatment and a dismissal.
And the alleged victim in this matter, I believe, is on board with that idea. So we want him to be successful. And of course, we'll need a time waiver.
And we would waive time to accomplish that, Your Honor.
Okay, well, let's come back in 6 weeks. I don't want to go a whole 3 months before we check on this case again, so.
So 6 weeks is around The 6th of November, I'm not available. December, I'm sorry, I misspoke. I'm not available the 6th or the 9th, but I am available the 13th.
Okay, December 13th will be the next hearing for pretrial, 10 o'clock. So he's going to go OVP.
Proctorville, he is compliant with treatment.
Okay, so he's outpatient now?
Yes.
Okay. All right. See you December 13th, hopefully with good reports.
Yeah, perfect.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus Kenny M. Ingalls, case number CRB 24546, CRB 19847, CRB 18517, 518, CRB 181289.
Mr. Stiers' case, we've got some new charges and old charges.
When you say new charges, you don't mean unarranged charges,
No.
correct? Okay, I just want to make sure there hadn't been something else added on.
Preliminary hearing and pre-trial, then he's got old cases.
We have a number of things pending here. The part of which is a F5 aggravated possession of drugs, and there is an OVI. This is a bicycle OVI, which is one of the, I think actually a tricycle OVI. I've talked to Mr. Heald about that. There's also a, I believe there's also a Walmart theft case. What Mr. Heald and I discussed was continuing this matter for me to do some discovery on it. The F5 is one that the state would probably, if there was some treatment, would allow to remain in this court to follow for treatment. I think some of these are old cases as well. I'm not certain what needs to be done on those.
Well, he was ordered to treatment, and the oldest case is from 2018, and it was a possession of drugs. And I'm looking at, he had an order then.
OVP.
To go inpatient to be inmate 17, 2018, amended reads.
Okay. What kind of insurance?
Never got a report that he did that.
I don't know.
You have medical card?
They just switched it from Ohio to.
He did start the program anyway. I don't know that he finished.
West Virginia?
And he had community service to do too. He never did.
Well, Your Honor, I think at this point, I'm going to ask for continuance. That obviously will come with a time waiver to assuage Mr. Heald's anxieties. We would probably need to get an assessment done. He said he's been talking to OVP, but I don't think that talk has included an assessment, so I think that might be the next logical step, would be to get an assessment and get back in here fairly quickly and see where we are and what we want to do. I'll deal with discovery, and we'll kind of go from there.
I had to walk all the way here today.
Where are you living, sir?
I lived 2 blocks from Lowe's, Township Road 1019.
Okay.
So, Your Honor, I'm here the 8th, the 15th. Give it a couple weeks to maybe get things started and get some discovery completed.
November 15th.
Okay.
All cases for Mr. Engel are continued to November 15th.
I still have to make a payment today on my restitution for my last one.
And you're going to have to wait a little while for the file to get out there. So if you walk right out there, that'll be ready for you. But give it a minute, and I'll come out and talk to you in a couple minutes too. It's not going to be right this second. Just a second.
State of Ohio versus Kyle Badgett, case number CRB 24492, A and B. This was initially on the docket.
And Your Honor, Mr. Badgett's not here. He was not scheduled until later in, sometime in November. However, the alleged victim is here. She had contacted me asking to see about getting the protective order dropped. I told her she would need to come in person to do that on a court day. She's come in today, so I've asked to have the case called. She'd like to have the protective order dropped in this matter.
Your Bridget, is it Aylesworth?
Ellsworth, yes.
So there was an order for Kyle Badgett to stay away from you, you want that dropped?
Yeah.
No one's coerced you to do that?
No.
State's position?
Well, I don't guess we have any say-so, but, there's 3 pending charges, and all involving the same Mr. Badgett and the same Ms. Ellsworth, and we just don't want there to be a 4th incident.
All right, at her request, protection order is withdrawn.
And Your Honor, I would assume we're just going to leave the pretrial that exists on for the date it's scheduled.
The 18th.
I don't know if she's intending to attend on that day or not. She's expressed to me, and to just, while she's here, I can make a statement on the record that she does not necessarily wish to have these cases pursued. I've explained to her that that's ultimately the state's decision, and that would be something we have to deal with later on. But in case she's not here that day, I just wanted to go ahead and let her put that onto the record so that we could have it dealt with as in terms of Barnes' law.
Anything you want to say to the prosecutor or on the record?
No, I just don't see any danger in him. And he hasn't contacted me, I haven't contacted him, like, I don't know. I grew up with him and he's not really a dangerous person, he just had some really bad mistakes.
And so this is not a romantic relationship?
That's what we were talking. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I apologize. Didn't mean to interrupt.
This is not a romantic relationship?
No, not anymore. It used to be.
Okay.
She asking me what about the 90 days she would talk about. I think it was a possibility of a 90-day continuous was discussed with her. With her, I don't think I've discussed it with Mr. Badgett specifically yet, but she's expressing that she's interested in his doing a 90-day continuous and having the charges dismissed if that's successful.
Well, the affidavit that you signed said that he punched you in the face and caused bruising around your eyes and on your arm and bit you on the arm.
Yeah.
That's something you can just say that doesn't matter? I mean,
No, I mean, it matters, I don't know. I don't want to see him. Like I said, he's a good person. He messed up. He made mistakes when he was drunk. And that's not him. I don't know, I've been breaking out into hives and everything just from watching the court. I just want it to be kind of over with. I'm getting sick.
Mr. Hill.
I can understand why Ms. Ellsworth might say she just wants it over with, but there are some pretty big problems that are exposed by these allegations that I think that it's not just a matter of saying, well, she wants to dismiss it, so we're going to dismiss it. I mean, if he's got an alcohol problem, then he needs to deal with that. And, the charges got filed. So there must be a good reason for it in her mind why they got filed. As a matter of fact, I believe that...
You're not saying the affidavit is false. I mean, we do get people want to come in and say, oh, I signed that, but it's not really true. She's not saying that.
Right. And really what I think happened was that when she finally went and made a report, she talked about incidents that had occurred in the past. May the 9th, 2023, and December 23rd, 2023, and then January 27th, 2024. And I think it was after the 3rd incident that she told about all of them. So she had been enduring this for quite some time. It doesn't seem to me to be something that we just say, well, we'll just dismiss it.
Okay.
Still, understanding Ms. Ellsworth's position that she'd rather just be rid of the whole thing. But we have a hearing on November the 18th, and we can discuss it all at that time.
Keep the same hearing date. November the 18th, you were able to discuss your funds, ma'am. So I'm sure that'll be taken into account. But it's basically the community says, it's not just up to you, the community says, this is unacceptable and it violates the law. And that's what they get to decide if they want to pursue it. So you don't get necessarily, you don't have the right to come in and say, dismiss it, I don't want to pursue it anymore. Mm-hmm. It's up to the state.
Yes, sir.
So it's not being dismissed at this time. But protection order at your request is being dropped.
And to be clear, Your Honor, I wasn't requesting a dismissal this time. The issue was just, I don't know if she's coming back, if she wants to continue to return to court, and since she's here, have a chance to speak on the record. I never had any expectation we were going to do anything today beyond the issue of the protective order.
She was given her opportunity.
So, Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio recalls Dakota Neff at the Lawrence County Jail, case number TRD 21-2027, CRB 23609, CRB 23610.
I'll wait until he's back home. Your Honor, he's got a parole holder, apparently out of Ohio. We're going to go ahead and waive extradition if they lift that, for him to go back there. And I understand that the state has at least attempted to contact the alleged victims on the other cases.
All right, so we spoke with George Thompson, who had the motorcycle, and had to replace the battery and ignition switch. It's been a while back, so he's not able to give us restitution figures right now, but he would be okay with keeping this a misdemeanor if the restitution could be paid up front. But it doesn't sound like Mr. Neff is in the position to do that.
Yet.
I mean, when I did the work, I could pay it for what, but I never messed no ignition up.
Mr. Neff, yeah, we're just trying to deal with bond right now and where we're going with it.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, hold on one second.
Well, so it sounds like he can't leave the state anyway at this point, so, because of the parole.
Yeah. The idea is that we would have a signature bond on these be set for a pre-trial.
Well, the problem is I can't set a time because I don't know when the parole is going to be lifted. You know, I usually give the other state a time frame in which they have to come pick this person up. They can't come pick him up now if they want to, even if he wants to, because of the parole authority's got a holder on him.
I know, but by way of an extradition, we sort of just give them the opportunity to do that, and then they figure out that they can't.
Well, what I'm going to do, I'll set it for another hearing, and maybe there needs to be more discussions with the parole authority. They might say, we're fine with him going to West Virginia if he's going to get some sentence over there, and that sounds like it's probably a possibility, but I'm not going to let him wait today till we know what's going to happen.
Okay.
So I'm texting one of the parole officers to see if I can get an answer as to what they want or why they have him in custody. It may or may not be because of this in particular.
Okay,
Maybe
so
other
we'll wait
things.
on that then to see if we get a response.
I think it might be a good idea.
Okay, we'll recall Mr. Neff later. So that finishes up with the jail for now, right? Okay, we'll come back to Mr. Neff when we get more information from the parole authority.
State of Ohio versus Richard L. Taylor Jr., case number CRB 24469.
Your Honor, this is set for a trial today. I understand the state is willing to amend this charge to an M4 disorderly, and will plead guilty to that charge.
Is that correct, Mr. Hughes?
Yes, believe that we've spoken with our victims. Okay, well,
Carmen McGuffin.
Carmen McGuffin in the court.
it's set for noon, and he's, let's see,
He might be here.
he wants to say something.
Carmen McGuffin.
We'll probably have to recall it, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll recall it later in the docket. Afternoon.
State of Ohio versus Scott D. Taylor, case number TRC 24-1941.
Scott Taylor. What's Mr. Morford's case? Mr. Taylor, what's yours?
I'm sorry. You got any idea what you want to do? Well, a couple of those that they want as advertisers are actually visual control. I mean, he's got a ton of them. And as far as I'm concerned,
Can I
I'm
approach-
it's like a
approach
very
the
serious case.
Yeah, I'll give it to him.
I mean, he's-
Do you want to give this to him?
Yes.
Okay.
So, I wish-
Is he an OBP?
He's with OBP outpatient, and he has also completed an assessment to come inpatient.
Yeah, but I want to talk about it. May we approach over?
Yes. Third or fourth paragraph. Now here, but I was wrong. Complete. She failed. He's got a sister. Sister or something. I don't Mr. Mayor, can you approach the bench, please?
Yes.
Do you know what kind of hospitalization is being recommended? It says hospitalization is being recommended, you know. Okay, so he's outpatient now. So you would take him inpatient? Okay. I'm really afraid he's going to be responsible for hurting somebody himself. He's not going to stop driving. So there is a sister on this, there is a sister. But she didn't live here. So I think you'll agree. Okay.
OVP.
I've already got the assessment down here. The first page, I can't do it.
Mr. Morford, how do you want to proceed?
Judge, my client is willing to follow the recommendation of OVP.
Okay. And he has a bond up, so it's my understanding there's going to be a change of plea. And what I'd like to see, I think the best way to make this work is for him to go into inpatient at OVP now. I'll just delay the sentencing, that keeps the bond in place.
Please.
And that way we got a little more accountability if he leaves or doesn't show up when he's supposed to. Is that agreeable?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so there will be, what plea will be entered to the pending charges?
I'm sorry. Yes, Judge, we're going to have a change of plea to guilty.
All right, do you agree with that, Mr. Taylor?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm going to accept your plea. I'm going to let you go into treatment with OVP, inpatient, and hopefully you'll do well there, and then I won't sentence you until at least you finish that inpatient portion. So that's going to take about a month. So let's come back before the month's up. Uh, 18th of November.
It's good with me, Judge.
That next hearing here will be a sentencing. Sentencing hearing on the 18th of November. He'll be transported to OVP today.
Well, we do not have a bed currently, but he gets the next bed that opens up. We're working on getting him a spot.
Okay, when do you think that'll be?
Hopefully today.
Okay. I would like to be notified if that doesn't happen and he's not there sometime next week. I'd like to be notified of that.
I will definitely keep you updated.
Okay, November 18th is the next hearing at this point.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Your
Good
Honor.
luck.
State of Ohio versus Trenton Wells, case number TRC 242112.
Mr. Morford's case, pre-trial.
Judge, I have a report for you from our RC. Well, you may have the same thing.
Those are the court letters and 2 of his recent drug screens.
Okay, that's a little different. I guess I have 2 reports for you, Your Honor.
Give the report. Looks like there's things still being to work on. So come back in November.
Please, Judge.
The 22nd, November 22nd.
That's good here.
At some point, I guess, these are pre-trials, we're gonna need to know probably the next hearing if there's gonna be a plea or if we need to set up for a trial.
Okay.
On the OVI, there was a urine screen, so that's pending.
Okay.
It hasn't been very long. And also, Children's Services is involved. So we want to encourage the compliance with Children's Services as far as the child endangering charges.
Judge, from here, we need answers to the discovery that was served on October 25th. I realize that was just served, but
Okay.
We need those before the
Should have
next
those
pretrial.
before the next hearing.
Thank you. Thank you, Honor.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus Lisa Dillon, case number CRB 24261. And State of Ohio versus Jack N. Dillon, case number CRB 24260.
All right, and these were cases, I believe, that were going to be dismissed if costs were paid. State agreeable with that? And costs have been paid.
Yes.
Cases will be dismissed, sir. Free to go.
Thank you. Have a good day.
State of Ohio versus Nicholas Atkins, case number CRA 24294, CRB 24295, and CRB 24293.
We have a report from the Counseling Center. Mr. Atkins saying that he is compliant and doing what?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Ordered. Doesn't really say when he might complete, but he just started at the Counseling Center not too long ago.
Yeah.
November 22nd for...
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Preliminary hearing and pre-trial, November 22nd.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Right.
State of Ohio versus Mark Turner, case number CRA 24638, CRA 24623.
And Your Honor, that's all that remained on this matter was the question of whether he'd been picked up.
Okay. So 24638 will be dismissed. 24643 has already been acknowledged to the Ranger.
Correct, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus Howard Thornton, case number TRC 24530, A, B, and C.
Star's case.
Your Honor, this matter is on for sentencing. Mr. Thornton has been receiving treatment. We've been following along on that.
Mr. Gwynn here? Or?
He was here earlier. Yeah.
Sorry, Your Honor. Mr. Thornton completed on 10/8.
Okay. Can we get a letter of completion on that?
Yes, sir.
And Your Honor, this matter was charged as a second offense, but we took a look at it, and there's a 2014. The 2014 fell just outside the 10-year look back. The 2017 case was one, or rather, I'm sorry. No, I think I may have that confused. The 2014 case was one that went through Ironton Municipal Court and was on one of these form entries where Judge Collins, I think this is Judge Collins's, yeah, this is Judge Collins's signature. Judge Collins didn't actually find him guilty. There was a period of time where form entries were going through there that read, the defendant enters plea of guilty to the charge, which is plea the court accepts, the court sentences the defendant. It goes on and never actually finds the defendant guilty. The rules of criminal procedure specify that a judgment entry for plea and sentencing has to actually find the defendant guilty. And there's some case law that says that cases that don't actually have a finding of guilt can't be used for sentence enhancement in terms of making a second or third offense. We discussed this with Mr. Heel, he agreed with that. I think the 17 case was maybe not a court of record. I'm not seeing in my notes what the issue there was, but at any rate, I think the agreement was that would be treated as a first offense based on those issues with proving the third offense treatment. And then obviously Mr. Thornton has been pretty successful in his seeking substance abuse treatment. So I don't know if the court's ready to go ahead and sentence at this time or would like to follow things a little further.
Mr. Hill.
And Your Honor, Mr. Steyer is correct about the 2014, was it the 2014?
There's a 14 case.
Yeah, and we discussed that with the court previously. And so our position at the time was that if Mr. Thornton was not successful in treatment, that we would feel that it was no more than a second offense. He's done well in treatment, and so we're willing to give him the benefit of that, and whether that's today or at a later date, if he continues to be successful. So we would have no opposition to it being treated as a first offense, and whether this is the day for that or not, don't really know.
All right, we can go ahead and do the sentencing then today. So there is a change of plea or had already.
I think he's already entered the plea. We were set for sentencing, but if just to clarify things, we would enter the plea at this time if need be.
It was May 13th, actually, he did enter a plea. Anything you want to say, Mr. Thornton?
Excuse me?
Do you have anything you want to say to the court?
I don't like to say.
Your Honor, I just sent his completion certificate to Mr. Major.
Okay, thank you. It doesn't look like there was a test here. I don't see one noted.
There wasn't.
Okay, I'll make the fine $375. Court costs. Be a 6-month license suspension, but that's going to start now because he didn't have, he wasn't under a prior suspension.
Correct, Your Honor.
20 days in jail, all suspended. 5 days community service, 2 years of level 4 probation. I won't require him to go to the driver intervention program since he did more extensive counseling than that. So that's lifted. For some reason, it doesn't say whether he had insurance. It says not applicable.
Your Honor, I'm not certain why that was marked, but this arose out of a single car accident. The reason he wasn't tested also was he was actually in the ambulance at the time that they came up to him. I don't think
It was a four-wheeler.
the four-wheeler, oh, that's why it's not applicable, it's because the four-wheeler doesn't require liability.
Well, but to give him driving purposes, I need proof of insurance.
Right.
Do you have any kind of insurance?
Did you have insurance at that time on yourself?
Or now?
Or even now, actually, I guess now is what matters. Do you have insurance on yourself? Or on a car?
My vehicle was insured.
Well, let's wait a minute. I can't give it to him anyway because he was charged with failing to reinstate. So.
Yeah, I don't think he has that valid license. I apologize, Your Honor.
Okay, so sorry about it. If you want to get driving privileges, you'd have to go get reinstated on your underlying driver's license, come back to me, and then I can give you some driving privileges. But other than that, since you were suspended before, apparently, in some way never reinstated,
Right.
I can't give you driving privileges because of that now. Okay, so that takes care of that. So his first review hearing will be April 25th of next year. That gives you lots of time to get this done. So you've got community service, fines, and court costs to do. See Mr. Major before you leave. And then he also had a driving on a license that wasn't reinstated on because of $50 fine on that. And failure to control a $20 fine.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, so
See Mr. Major in the probation office.
Go out, sit out here and wait, and he'll talk to you in a few minutes.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus recalls Alyssa Porter, case number CRB 24563.
Okay, she had a negative screen.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll accept her guilty plea and give her a $50 fine. Court costs, 10 days in jail suspended. $30 hours community service, 2 years of level 5, let's make a level 5 probation. Order stay out of Walmart. Review hearing April 25th of next year, 25. You see Mr. Major in the probation office.
Thank you, Judge.
State of Ohio versus Patrick S. Jones, case number TRC 19378, A, B, and C.
Mr. Jones is at RRG.
He is compliant with the services he's receiving. I think the only thing he has to do is community service and pay off his fines now, right?
Your Honor, he was a community service when I wanted to be here.
Okay, thank you. Okay. I think the only reason we've been putting him on sentencing docket is because he has a bond up. So
Correct, Judge.
and continue to do that. It's not really necessary you continue to represent him.
Thank you. Thank you, Judge.
Mr. Smith, he is compliant with his treatment. I'll set his next hearing for November 27th. That's a Wednesday. So a little more than a month. It'll be at 10 o'clock.
You said it's a Wednesday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Friday is the day after Thanksgiving, so court will be closed on that Friday, so we'll have it on Wednesday, the 27th.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Reginald Shearer, case number TRC 24763, A, B, C, and D.
Judge, he says he's still at the VA. In fact, he has an appointment today.
Oh, and I did get a report from
Okay,
Ms.
yes.
Rayburn.
I hadn't seen anything yet.
Mr. Shearer has court, she sent it yesterday, tomorrow. I'm not available then. He's fully compliant, very active in treatment, and remains in contact, so it's very good. So this was one, I'm assuming that you're angling for treating as a low test score.
Yes, Judge, depending on how he does with treatment, I have every confidence. I've spoken to him quite a bit. He is going to do this. He realizes he needs to do it.
Well, let's keep going then.
Yes, if we
For that
could.
to work out.
Yes.
We can even go more than a month out since he's done so well.
Okay, let me
For his
check.
next hearing.
I'll check my December calendar, Judge.
What's December look like?
Let's see. I'm here Friday the 6th.
Okay,
Or,
that's fine.
is that okay?
December the 6th will be the next hearing for sentencing.
That's better. Yeah, because she lives in there. She's already gone over there. She's gone. And I'll be back here soon, but I don't know when, so don't expect me. Bless you. You're good to go.
State of Ohio versus Leslie D. Southers, case number CRA 23708.
Yeah. Set it for sentencing today. Thank you. She's about to graduate inpatients.
Yes.
Next. Halloween.
Being recommended for some outpatient
Yes.
follow-up. So I would suggest coming back after she's got that set up.
Be sure she's willing to do the outpatient, Judge. She wants to do it.
Yes.
I want to do that December 6th date.
We could, Judge.
Okay. December, so that's 6 weeks out. December 6th will be your next hearing.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay.
Good job. Keep it up.
State of Ohio versus Alina Pennington, case number CRA 24180, CRB 24181, CRC 161593.
Mr. Steyer's case.
Your Honor, if, I don't know if Ms. Dalrymple is still here. Okay, she had talked to Ms. Pennington and screened her for participation in the deflection program and has accepted her into the deflection program. And Ms. Pennington understands what's required of her to participate in that program and is interested in doing the same. And I believe the state was willing, if the court was agreeable at this time, to nolly the case into the deflection program, but it probably needed Ms. Dalrymple to come into the courtroom.
Okay, she's still here? Or?
I guess.
She's in there, I believe.
Computer set up in there.
I'm texting her.
Well, she still has, she has an old OBI case here that's still not.
Is it? Well, we need to keep that pending then anyway.
She still have to come back on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still have to pay her fine.
Okay. Well, in that case, then, Your Honor, why don't you set it out a little distance? We would waive time constraints to accomplish that.
Okay, she's been, well, she made a payment last month on her old case, so she needs to continue to do that.
Sorry.
It's my understanding Ms. Pennington's been recommended for QRT. The only issue is she still has an old OBI that she's never completed, so she's still going to be coming back here for that until she
Okay.
finishes it.
Well, she is in QRT. She's been in QRT for a minute, and she's compliant. She's so. I can't help you with that charge.
Yeah, the only thing I have to pay is
It's
everything.
it's not even a
fine.
pending charge, it's
Just
post-conviction issues.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's set it for December 2nd, if you're available.
Let me check, I believe I am on the 2nd. I am, Your Honor.
December 2nd will be the next hearing on the cases here in this court.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Your Honor.
See the clerk if you're going to make a payment on your case.
Okay.
State of Ohio versus Robert A. Hill, case number TRD 24335. Robert A. Hill.
Okay, this was on sentencing. He has a bond up. He just posted recently. And didn't make it to court.
It's review.
So issue a warrant today. Set bond forfeiture for November 21st.
Is that 24,335?
24,335, yes.
No, I don't say it again.
21st of November. Make sure, no, that's wrong. I was looking at October, so it'll be 22nd. November 22nd for bond forfeiture.
State of Ohio versus Freddie L. Adkins, case number CRB 23-437, CRB 23-631. Freddie Adkins.
Mr. Atkins did not have to appear if everything was paid. I don't,
He paid $100 on September 20th.
is everything paid? Nope, oh, well, there you go.
He still has $285. Okay, so, see if he has a long up. Yes, he does. According to my notes. So do bond forfeiture same date as last one, November 21st.
Okay.
Did I say 21st? November 22nd.
State of Ohio recalls Richard L. Taylor Jr., case number CRB 24-469.
Your Honor, we just entered a plea, pleaded guilty to an import disorderly, and we were just waiting on the victim in the case.
Carmen McGuffin.
I think they're outside.
Of course, there would be.
McGuffin coming to court. So, this was charges and assault involving you, Mr. McGuffin?
Yes, sir.
Involving you, the state's moving to amend this to disorderly conduct, is that right?
Yeah, M4 disorder, Your Honor.
And are you aware of that, sir?
Yes, sir.
And are you agreeable with it?
Yes.
Do you have anything you want to tell me about this before I sentence this gentleman?
No, there's a probationary period, correct?
Yes.
That's it.
Is there anything you want me to have him do during his probationary period?
No contact.
Okay.
That's fine.
And you are neighbors, as I understand, is that right?
Not directly beside each other, but
In the
within walking
neighborhood?
distance. Yeah.
Okay. Was there any restitution that you have, or did you have I see something about a fund, was it damaged or?
No.
Okay. So you're not owed any out-of-pocket expenses?
That's correct.
Okay, Mr. Stratton?
Your Honor, I just asked for suspended time. I think the joint recommendation is going to be 10 days suspended, 2 years probation.
No contact order.
And no contact, yeah.
That's correct, Your Honor. And we've got the order ready to be, I don't think he signs it, does he?
All right, Mr. Taylor, do you have anything you want to say before I conclude this?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, I'll allow the amendment from assault and disorderly.
Right there.
Is that 2903, what's the
What? I'm sorry.
disorderly conduct statute?
291711, I think, I believe, maybe.
Yeah, that's it. So it'd be the M4.
Oh, wait, do we need anything?
I'll accept the guilty plea.
Oh, okay.
I'll impose a $100
Yeah, I've
fine.
been way out there. I'm
Order
sorry.
the court costs paid, 10 days in jail suspended. No contact order with Mr. McGuffin, Carmi, C-A-R-M-I-E, McGuffin. 2 years of level 5 probation with a review hearing date on April 25th of next year at 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Well, and you're to see Mr. Major, it's going to be your probation officer. When you go out in the lobby, make a 90-degree turn toward the west side of the building toward Ashland, and that's where Mr. Major's office is.
All right, thank you.
Check in with him.
And don't leave until you get a copy of that no contact order too. She's gonna give you a copy.
Yes,
All right?
I'm signing it right now.
All right, I'm going over there.
What about the younger guy? Did we ever deal with him
No, he's in jail.
from a new charge?
I don't know if they charged him with a new charge, but the law had to be called last night because he wanted to smoke in the house, and when staff told him no, he said, I've been in the army, we can take this outside, and he kept continuously threatening staff, so we had to call the police.
Well, isn't he on probation here?
He has 6 months on the shop, which was supposed to be his last chance.
Okay. I probably need to deal with him. Unger. What's his first name?
Matthew.
Matthew Unger.
State of Ohio recalls Dakota Neff at the Lawrence County Jail. Case number CRB 23609, CRB 23610, CRA 24685, TRD 21.27.
So, Your Honor, this is a guy that has the misdemeanors, extradition, and the parole holder.
Yes.
So,
We were waiting to see if you got any information back from the parole authority.
And I did send a message and haven't heard anything back yet. So
Want to put it on the docket for Monday?
I believe we need to.
yeah, we can put it on the docket for Monday. I mentioned the bailiff. I might have some scheduling issues on Monday, so the court knows. I have trials set every Monday, and we have a final pretrial
Is
that's
that going to be just a thing going forward?
Your Honor, if I just have Mondays, just trials set on Monday and set nothing else, I'll never get anything else done. Vast majority, 95% of the trials settle, but it's just been an issue lately, so I apologize to the court for that. But I don't know what's going to happen Monday. But
Okay, well,
I will be on video at noon on Monday, so I will be here, but by video at the least, at the very
I'll
least.
set it for Monday at noon on all matters.
So there is a felony, and I don't know when he was taken into custody and when we would have to have a preliminary hearing.
Is there a time waiver then?
We'll waive time on that.
And really, maybe it doesn't even require that because of the holders.
It's got a holder anyway.
So I don't know what order to take all this in.
What's the felony? They said that, did they say that it was a misdemeanor?
Well, there's a misdemeanor and a felony receiving stolen property.
And I never received anything, so.
Yeah, there's a misdemeanor, felony, receiving stolen property, a failure to appear on review, an extradition, and then he has a parole order. So maybe we'll figure out what parole's going to do, and then we'll have some answers on Monday.
Okay, next hearing will be October 28th at noon.
Here, please, for a second, Your Honor.
Yes.
I lost it. I should try to steal.
Oh, that's okay, I understand.
I just had jury trial on Monday, and schedule anything else, I'll have to do anything done. So
I understand.
I do know this one's not, but I do feel that if that happens, we'll hear on the news, if I can get after those.
Okay. Is Matthew Unger in the jail? He's not on the current jail list.
Your Honor, he is not. I believe he was released to treatment. Hang on just a second, let me check our record.
Okay.
We're looking for the following year.
Apparently he's not in jail.
He's not in jail.
Let's see. He's got numbers.
One last thing.
Your Honor,
Yes.
Mr. Unger was released to Bethesda in 2018.
Okay, but I think he came back.
He was picked up last night at 11:40 or so.
Apparently, he was picked up last night by a deputy, or who picked him up?
I believe it was a deputy. I didn't take the actual call, but we had the,
Okay, give me just a second, Your Honor, and
Okay.
I'll look into that.
All right, thank you. offset bond,
We asked for, I think, 10,000.
10,000 cash assured. I'll set it on the West Virginia case. That's okay.
And they're sending me a police report now, I don't know.